Hey guys, welcome to vlog 52!
Make it work, make it work, make it work.
So as you guys might realize, this vlog is going to be late because of all the computer problems that I've been having. But who cares? You'll get the vlog when you get the vlog. And I am very excited to shoot this. So, without further ado, this is my Project Runway review. Alright guys, hi, welcome to vlog 52. This is episode 10 of season 10 of Project Runway, and the episode is called I Get a Kick Out of Fashion. And it's quite literal because, well, we'll find out. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I literally did not want to shoot this. And it's not that I didn't want to shoot this vlog, and it's not that I didn't want to take the notes, which obviously I did. I just, at the end of when Judgy came, I didn't really want to write, and I just lost patience and stuff like that. And it's not that I didn't have any interest in Project Runway, because I will always be in love with the show. I don't know, today I just didn't feel like doing anything, although obviously, like I said, I did. But with the results of the show, I instantly got energy to shoot the vlog, and I am very happy about the result. Now, I'm not going to tell you who won yet and who lost yet, because you obviously do that at the end of the vlog, or I should do that at the end of the vlog. But if you can't tell why I'm so freaking happy, and you haven't watched the episode yet, you should probably stop watching this and watch the damn episode, because I am so happy! I want to show you my last page and show you how dark I made the... Okay, let's move on to the actual talking of the review, because this is gonna end up longer than 20 minutes at the rate that this is going. Alright guys, let's talk about the actual show. Now, before the show actually started, you know that they talk about the last episode in the first 2 minutes of the show. I started off watching the show very pissed. Not even 2 seconds into the show, and I'm already pissed off with the editing. Of course, did not say to Sonjia, it looks like it's Pac-Man eating her crotch. He actually said in the episode that it didn't look, if she didn't put the patterns in the right place in the pants and she didn't fit it well, then it would look like Pac-Man would be eating her crotch. So why did these people edit it wrong? I have no idea. And the other thing I noticed is Gunnar would have been perfect for this challenge. And they saved him once in the last challenge. And then they kicked him out of this one. Or the last challenge. I don't understand these judges at all. So we obviously start always the episode at the Atlas apartments, and Dimitri said it's so weird not to have Gunnar in the morning because of all the high energy and, you know, him waking everybody up and stuff like that. And Fabio even admitted that he slept in the Gunnar's bed. So I guess Fabio had a little crush, even though I think Fabio has a boyfriend somewhere, but whatever. And Van was really upset to be in the bottom because the challenge meant a lot to him, and he thought that the judges, maybe they didn't understand where he was coming from. And sometimes you think you're going to be on the top, but then you end up being on the bottom. Yeah, making that menstrual cycle thing is definitely gonna make you on the top, Van. But Elena is the only one that hasn't won a challenge so far at this point. and she's planning on changing all her design colors and making her stress levels smooth, like smooth jazz. So hopefully that works out for her. And they all go to Radio City Music Hall, and that's obviously New York, where they meet Tim on stage, and they are met by the Rockette ladies. And Heidi comes out in a little green dress, and I'll obviously show you a picture of that because it was very adorable. And you can tell that Dimitri, quote unquote, falls in love, and I'm only saying quote unquote because I'm saying it. He obviously doesn't fall in love, but it kind of, I'm saying it as a joke because he says, "Oh baby," because he loves how she moves, and he says, "Oh baby." So I don't know. I guess he was trying to be flirtatious a little bit when he was talking to the solo cam or whatever. But anyway, the challenge of the episode was to design a new costume for the Rockettes, and the winning design would be worn and shown in one of the future shows and would also be worn at future events. And the costume that the designers would make would also have to be versatile enough that they could also be worn at different events that the Rockettes would be going to. So, you know, they wouldn't have to change, you know, into different costumes and everything. So once Dimitri, you know, learns the challenge, he says, "Amazing." And Sonja right away says, "I like making over-the-top outfits, so this challenge is exciting for me." And Lydia Haberman is the director and choreographer of the Radio City Rockettes. And I kind of assumed that she was going to be the guest star because, you know, she's going to want to see the outfits and stuff, but she doesn't end up being the guest, which kind of makes no sense to me since she's going to be the main person seeing these outfits anyway, but whatever. And Melissa says that, you know, she's never made the dance outfits before, and I don't know. But like I said earlier in this vlog, Gunnar would have been perfect for this challenge. Whatever. Okay, anyway, they go to Mood and get a budget of $250. Sonja is not inspired in Mood. She grabs feathers and some purple stuff. Ironically, purple is my favorite color, but she did not use purple that well. Van can't find his crystal, so he uses some other crap, and you'll see a picture of his costume once I get to the judging part of this vlog. Aliana gets too much stuff and doesn't know how to use it in Mood, and you know, she got ugly yellow bands, and she gets some blue thing and she doesn't know how to use it. And the budget was $250 and she overspent by $150, and so she had to give most of it back, and you know, she had to use what she could. So the contestants were given 2 days. Not full days, but you'll see why in a second. The first day they were given up to 7:30 p.m. because they were given a dinner to celebrate the final 7 contestants. So they were given a little bit of a break and, you know, a breather. And then the next day they would get the full day up to 11 p.m. You know, morning to 11 p.m. And then in the restaurant, Aliana apologizes for being a bitch sometimes. And Ven said that she might be like that, but he is very aware that she's talented. And Dimitri thinks that it's the wine talking. Come on, Dimitri, you know Aliana's talented. You know that she's Ukrainian and Russian and whatever the hell she is, just like you. And you know people like me are gonna be a little bit blunt and match the stereotype and stuff like that. But whatever. Melissa's outfit, once we get to the workplace back on the second day, has 18 pieces to do, and Fabio was trying to do a 10-piece thing, and he dropped it and did something, and I'm not going to talk about it because I don't remember what specifics happened, but we'll see. So it was crazy. And the only mentionable things in prejudging that I could tell you about was Sonjia at this point is doing a skirt of feathers, and she doesn't have a top, and she doesn't sketch, so she doesn't really know what she's doing. And at this end of the day, there's 6 hours until the end of the day. And then Aliana said, or Tim said to Aliana, the only thing that's missing from this cheerleader outfit is a baton. So Lord and Taylor needs to provide a baton. And I wish I could animate a baton, but I'm not that skilled yet. And then, you know, Tim is very concerned about everybody. So, and I quote, each and every one of you needs to proceed with more of a sense of urgency. We're going back to mood! So, he gives them a new budget of $100 and 15 minutes to shop. This is a Project Runway first, as far as I know, because nobody goes back to mood a second time for one challenge, as far as I know. If I'm incorrect in this matter, please let me know. And Chris, as soon as this happens, says, AKA you're all fucked, change your fabrics and get in the van, because he pretty much thinks everybody's fabrics are bad. And then the only people that don't choose to take advantage of the advantage are Van, Fabio, and Dimitri, because they think that their fabrics are perfect and they don't need anything else and blah 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 blah. And you know, Aliana says, you know what, if you're given this advantage, doesn't matter if you don't think you need it, go get stuff, and if you don't need it, just keep it for later. But whatever. And then Melissa is panicking for some reason, and she doesn't know what to get the second time round at Mood. And somehow Chris has an extra $50 to give to her, so he donates $50 to her because he doesn't want to see her to go home. Chris is a really great person, apparently. People. I know it's a competition, and I'm glad that they're helping each other out. And if I was there, I would probably do the same thing. But in the long run, they shouldn't help each other out. But I'm glad that he's, kind. I think it's still, far off in the game where you can still help each other. But, the last 4, maybe not. But the last 7, it's perfectly fine. Anyway, Van finally, is done with his thing, I believe. And Van comes and helps Melissa with the stitching, with the hand stitching, because her zipper falls out and all kind of stuff happens to her outfit and stuff like that. And then Chris says at some point before the judging, this runway is going to be crazy. It's going to look like the gay parade went right through it. You think? So anyway, we're going to talk about the judging now. And obviously you have your Nancy Garcia, you have your Michael Kors, you have your Heidi Klum, and you have Deborah Messing. And if you don't know who that is, that's the actress from MASH. And if you don't know what that is the actress who was on Will and Grace, who played Grace. Ah, God, I missed that show. But let's talk about the contestants. And we're not going to talk about Fabio because he was the only one that was safe, and they didn't talk about him, so I'm not going to talk about him. So I don't remember his outfit, but at the end or somewhere in this vlog, I will show you his outfit. Dimitri, we're talking about his outfit now. Heidi Klum said, I love it too! Different than anything they've danced in before, there were cats. It's edgy. He loves the combination of black and blue together. The beaded fridge is cool. It moves. The lines hug her behind very well. And Michael Kors said it's exciting, it's polished, it's impeccably made, and can he tell who designed it? Yes! And its attention to detail is perfect. Nina Casilla said, the choice of color is great. It's bare, almost naked, yet it's still covered up. The fact that it moves is very important. The fact that it's modern is very important. And the fact that it's still chic is very, very important. And Deborah Messing said, just question the line between being a little too sexy for the young kids, but she loved it and it's beautifully made. Now we're going to talk about Melissa. And Heidi Klum said it is very much a showstopper, but she said the longer it looks, the more things she finds wrong with it. And she doesn't like the big one in front of the outfit. But Melissa says that she never saw it until she saw the actual outfit on the runway, which I believe because she was panicking at the end. Heidi Klum does like the pink and black combination, but the hemline is a little bit too short for her. And Michael Kors said he likes the graphics and the edging of the rhinestones is pretty good, but doesn't like that it looks like a cocktail dress that has been chopped. However, her styling is pretty clever, but that one in the front is driving him crazy. And the impact is there, but it's still a little bit awkward. Nina Garcia said it's the most vibrant color of the 7 that was there, but it still looks like a cigarette girl, and it's a real miss. Deborah Messing said, confused by the design, wasn't sure what woman she was trying to portray, and awkward neckline, but she did like the sparkles because they were very fantastic. Okay, let's talk about Ven. See this? If this doesn't make it obvious why I'm happy, you guys must be blind. Then Heidi Klum said the fabric is nice, but there's no design to it. It's boring. The dress has nothing to sing or dance about on its own. Does not tell a story. Michael Kors says you do not want simplicity to turn into a yawn. Looks like an evening dress that's been chopped off. Would like to see more of the models or dancers' amazing body. Looks like the mothers of the bride's glamour. Nina Casilla said would have liked to see a lot more drama. Deborah Messing said loved the movement of the dress, liked the simplicity. Biggest concern was the hemline because it was uneven. So she was the only one that actually liked the dress, but that was the only problem, the hemline, according to her. Aliana, we're going to talk about her dress now. Michael Kors said looks like a Las Vegas cheerleader. It's tacky, busy and tacky. Deborah Manning said looks like it could actually be a beautiful costume for the circus. Nina Garcia said the biggest problem was the choice of fabric. Heidi Klum said it's really cheesy. Las Vegas Mall, it looks like it could be in the Las Vegas Mall. Cheap looking fabric. Loves the glitter and sparkles, but way too much there, and it's not sophisticated enough, not modern. And Heidi Klum appreciated that she tried to, use a different look and use a different color and stuff like that, but it was very hard to look at. And, it wasn't modern, and Aliana breaks out crying, and, she says, I'm fighting with myself to use color. So she's trying, and, she didn't even scream or yell in this episode because she really knows that she needs to stop being a bitch and lower her stress levels and stuff like that. Okay, we're going to talk about Sonjia the Purple Bird. The dress was fun and flirty according to her. That's what she was trying to accomplish. And Heidi Klum said it's not a showstopper, it's not magical, and it's completely covered up. Looks very boxy, not a sexy woman. Nina Garcia said it's not practical for many reasons, because, you know, the feathers that are in the skirt would fall off and molt, and the feathers are fragile and looks, like I said, like a little purple bird. And ironically, like I keep telling you guys, purple is my favorite color, so I kind of felt hurt by this by Sonja. She offended my color. And, you know, Debbie Messing said molting group of cats is not ideal, and feathers would fall off them just walking and eating. And Michael Kors said the costume has no movement, no glam, not enough for the stage, and looks like a cocktail dress more than a costume. Yeah. And then obviously we're not talking about Fabio. Alright, that's it for the designers, except for the winner. And I've already talked about the loser. And again, guys, see this? I'm very happy. I know, it's a very awkward smile. Very awkward smile, but I'm very happy. The winner was Chris! And I will tell you why. Chris, by Heidi Klum, said loves the New York theme. All 36 Rockettes would look stunning in this outfit. And she doesn't know how he did it. Nina Garcia loved the illusion on the chest, which is beautiful. Like, you know, this area, that's where he made the city skyline. And then if you turned, you know, the girl around, you know, the skyline has this. There's the Empire State Building on the back. It's freaking beautiful. It's wonderful. The skyline, New York at its best, and she loves it. I mean, both Heidi Klum and Nina Garcia said that, and Michael Kors said, you've got such a great idea that if you didn't execute it well, it would have been hideous, but did it so impeccably. And Michael Kors also likes the Empire State Building in the back, and something that has stage presence but has chic, and this is it. And Debbie Messing said it is celebratory, and it's dignified, and it's magnificent. And Chris is apparently her #1 fan, because he right away says, thank you, Debbie Messing, and, you know, everybody comments on it and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, obviously, the judges have to go one by one and, you know, kick everybody out. And Melissa is safe, Sonja is safe, Aliana is safe, and she breaks out crying and stuff like that. And the last three that are up there are Alenia, Sonja, and Van. And, you know, Sonja goes, and then Alena and Van are the last two up there. Now, I'm gonna smile one more time awkwardly, because I'm such a dork, and I'm very happy. And we've wanted to get this guy out of the episode or the season for a long time, guys, right? Then, right there. Van is out! 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 That wasn't English, but Van is out! Van is out. I am so happy. I am so happy. Now, Leona's costume was a little bit too sparkly even for me. But give Van the chance of, you know, not doing his stupid flower origami crap, and you get this. Seriously. The guy can't do anything but the flower thing. I'm so happy that he's gone. It's unbelievable. This vlog is probably gonna be 30 minutes long, isn't it? Alright guys, again, I'm sorry that it's so late. but obviously I've had computer problems, and I had a lot to say for this vlog, so if it's extra long, it's extra long. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I am very excited for the next episode, because I've seen one commercial where it mentions that the next Project Runway episode is going to involve some all-stars of Project Runway, so that should be interesting. And I've seen the summary at the end of this episode where it involves Heidi Klum's baby line clothes stuff, and obviously I can't tell you more than that because that's all I know. So that should be very interesting. So let me know what you guys think of Van leaving, and you know, if you think Gunnar should still be in there and stuff like that. I'm going to post in the description, once I get my computer back, interview that Gunnar did, if I can find it, again, that he discussed, you know, him and then being the last two there or something. You'll see if I link it. But yeah, I'm done talking, and I hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye.